But that was
What happened to that red wave last night?
Your favorite anime voice.
I'm live and alive, folks, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic day. It's Wednesday, November 9th, 2022, 10:27 a.m., and I'm actually early. But I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, even though it is a very cold, mostly sunny, but very cold day here in California, Los Angeles, folks. I'm live and alive. We are going to watch so much malding, so much copium. It's an incredible broadcast today, okay? It's going to be an incredible fucking broadcast full of just some of your worst villains. Some of the worst villains you've ever fucking seen. Okay? We are going to on the Democratic Party. We're going to on the Republican. Elon Musk. Okay? We're going to shit on Lauren Boebert. Oh my God, dude. This is like, I hate to admit it, okay? I'm a fucking nerd. I'll come out and I'll say it. I'm such a gigantic fucking nerd, dude. Because nothing fills my heart with so much joy. Like seeing so many people invested in politics, and also on top of that, like kind of winning. Obviously, it doesn't matter even if you fucking win. Obviously, like even if the Democratic Party wins, like we still kind of lose. But you know, we literally have some people that I even know personally, some people that I've worked with, some people that I'm excited to work with winning. It's truly a unique experience. I don't know if it's because like I've been in politics as like an individual entity now by myself for a while, but it fills my heart with joy to see progressive voices all around the country genuinely, defeat their opposition and fill the ranks up of the Democratic Party. Hasan, you is a bitch, shut up, says Olsen was taken. Let's just start with this.
Child in a hoodie, pushing Marxist policy, setting violent prisoners free while borders overflow. Soon may the Fetterman come to bring us radical socialism. One day when the nation is done, we'll wish we'd told him no. Soon may the Fetterman come to bring us radical socialism. One day when the nation is done, we'll wish we'd told him no.
Yes, that's right. Radical socialism is on the ballot. You know what was on the ballot last night? The fucking, hold on. Let me just blast off. What am I doing right now? I'm just all over the place. Okay, save us from Florida, please. No, Florida's gone. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Okay, first and foremost, Florida is gone. Okay, RIP to Florida. It's done. It's over. I have jokingly stated that maybe like too many people moved to Florida. Like too many Republicans moved to Florida. But like that could be astute analysis when you think about it. Because Miami-Dade County and Florida in general is just deep red. Okay? It is just completely fucking red. What is this? Bernie Sanders is not a great fan of Florida and pretty much wrote off competing in the state if he'd been the 2020 Democratic presidential nominee in his book. He spilled. It's true. I don't know if he actually said this, but it's fucking true. Okay? Just write off Florida. It's done. It's time to wall it off. It's time to let it sink into the ocean. Just take out all your Floridian friends who don't want to live there anymore, who aren't like psychotic libertarians, and just exit out of Florida. Do a Flexit. Do a fucking Flexit, okay? That's it. Florida is cooked. It is a libertarian paradise. I also juiced this blast off tweet, by the way, because, let the people know I'm live early. I'm live and alive early before I normally am live and alive at. So let everybody know. Okay, we're juicing it before I get started on the news because I'm really fucking excited to talk about the news, but 5:30 is prediction on Boebert's race versus results. Yeah, New York Times fucked it up too. For the record, we're going to talk about Colorado House District 3, okay? We're going to talk about that. There's a lot to cover. pollsters are awful. The media is awful. I myself have also failed you. Okay? I myself have also failed you because my analysis still has to rely on a lot of that shit. Okay? There are certain things that I was absolutely correct on and certain things that even I never foresaw happening. Okay? It's not like if you were watching me, if you were watching me this entire time, you already knew that a lot of the narratives that the media was pumping was fucking bullshit, okay? It is something that I have talked about for a very, very, very long time. The crime wave narrative, the crime panic that is like totally created by the media in collaboration with police unions is a falsehood, okay? It's done. It's over. It literally was the immigrant caravan wave of 2022, okay? In 2018, we had the immigrant caravan coming from Guatemala. I told you guys that the media was fucking overselling it. They were cooking the books. They wanted everybody to focus on that shit, okay? And right now, the same exact thing happened leading up to this election where it wasn't just inflation, but everybody wanted to talk about crime. Literally non-fucking stop crime. Okay? And I told you that it was fucking bullshit, but we made fun of Republicans who think that crime is a huge problem. But ultimately, crime was not as big as a fucking issue as the media played it to be. If crime was as big as an issue as the media presented it to be, then why the fuck did reformers win in any meaningful capacity anywhere? Okay? How? Why? You know what I mean? Here, this is good analysis. This is a good assessment. Obviously, it's in like two entirely separate places, but hold on, I'm going to pull it right now. I mean, look at this. Even in California, the guy who ran billboards all over LA showing how bloated our police budget is won a blowout victory over the establishment guy who wanted to increase police funding. How did that happen? Why did John Fetterman, who was running to fucking legalize weed, running most famously on legalizing weed, and also was like considered by everyone in the state of Florida to be a reformist, by everyone in Florida for like being a villain because he backed Larry Krasner over and over again. Why did he do better than Joe Biden in fucking Pennsylvania? Meanwhile, in New York, every fucking tough on crime, Republican adjacent Democrat got their shit blown. Their back blown out. Okay? How? How did that happen? Why did that happen? Perhaps having a clarity of message, which John Fetterman, by the way, did not necessarily have towards the end there, but at least like being known as a person who was honest and had integrity, who had done the work on the ground, it played a fucking big role. You know who doesn't? You know who's not known as that? Most of the fucking New York Senate and congressional district Democrats, with the exception of AOC. AOC, nationally, is considered to be this like, oh, media darling. All she does is just go on fucking Vanity Fair covers. Except she puts in the fucking work. If you go to her district, they love her. Why? Because she raises money for her district. She rides or dies for her fucking district. Okay? That's the difference. If you're a dumbass New York Democrat who runs around and goes to like Israel 3 days before the fucking election, specifically because you want to talk about, you know, your important allegiances with AIPAC and your important allegiances with Israel, the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Democrats in safe seats are far too fucking comfortable running on the shittiest campaigns. That's why there are great opportunities there for primary candidates. That's why AOC was able to fucking win her seat originally and has been able to maintain it. Because comfortable Democrats are literally comfortable Democrats in blue districts, in blue states, think their shit don't stink. They think they don't need to do anything. Guess what? You do need to still be in your fucking district. You still need to fight for your district. South Florida Cubans, after the midterm elections, you're on the racist council, but we do not grant you the rank of white. Dude, South Florida Cubans are fucking, I mean, just Florida Cubans in general, older Cubans specifically, they're on a different stratosphere, okay? Cortez Masto pushes back against Biden student loan forgiveness as other Dems cheer. Huh. Cortez Masto. Representative Tim Ryan breaks from Biden on student debt relief plan. Huh. Representative Tim Ryan. Now, the reason why this was fucking dumb, like, obviously those are different races, right? Those aren't like super winnable races. But stop fucking going to the right, you dumb bitches. Student loan debt relief was awesome. Okay? Student loan debt relief was awesome. Perhaps you could have fucking galvanized the younger voter base that turned out for a lot of these fucking districts that you maybe were not able to turn out in large enough numbers. I'm just saying, it's stupid. Just let it happen. More to ponder. PA has the third highest rate of student loan debt in America. If we can spend hundreds of billions to bail out Wall Street, we could take out action to cancel student loan debt. Look at that. That's a winner talking. Look at this. That's a loser talking. Cortez Masto pushes back against Biden's student loan forgiveness as other Dems cheer. Now, obviously, each race is individual. Each race is unique. Each race is different. Each race is difficult to fucking adequately assess. But let's be fucking real, man. What, GNF, Quackity, Elon, and Forbes in the same stream? Oh, yeah, listener. I know. This is irrelevant right now. Now, Nevada is not done. Nevada is going to be hard to get adequate numbers out of. We'll see what happens. Almost like tough on crime, tough on debt. Dems just make the Republican Party stronger. Yes. Poll numbers for Dems 18 to 29-year-olds went up after Biden canceled debt. Wait, stop. No way. Are you serious? Are you telling me that student loan debt relief was a gigantic dub for Joe Biden and that, like I fucking said, people are not going to forget who gave them $20,000 fucking dollars? And if you're someone who legitimately is struggling financially, you know, usually in the 18 to 35 bracket, especially because you're first starting out, and you see the president fucking take $20K off of your burden or $10K off of your burden or claim that he's going to do it, you're going to not forget about that and you're going to fucking vote? That's wild. That's wild. Remember, one thing I've always talked to normies about, and I love talking to normies about politics. You guys know me. Okay, it's one of my favorite things to do. Like Aiden Ross. When I talk to Aiden Ross about politics, what's one of the things that I mention? He'll always be like, oh, but Trump, Kanye, whatever. He's like memeing. But one of the first things I always mention is, okay, well, fucking Joe Biden eliminated 20 grand in student loan debt relief. Don't you think that that's a dub? That is prescient. That is good messaging. That's something you can't fucking forget about. Even when you're talking in L's and W's, that is like so easily mentioned. By the way, I did return the political nipple. That did happen. Here it is. Here's my nipple saying vote. Well, saying I voted, really, but. Wow, I was watching The Waiting Room, and that's exactly what you were saying in 2018. If you do stuff that matters, then it will last after they leave the office. The balance between staying in power or doing stuff that actively helps. Do you think Fetterman's big boy wins bodes well for a Pritzker big boy presidential run? Big boys are on top. Really, really on top in a big way, okay? Big boys are killing it in the United States of America. J.B. Pritzker, owned, okay? John Fetterman, owned. These are big boys. These are national big boys, okay? Wow, this flex hurts, dude. Congrats to John Fetterman on his victory last night. Not really familiar with his policies. I'm just happy a treacherous Ottoman like Oz was made to taste defeat like his ancestors did during the Hellenic Revolution of 1821. What are we gonna do about Florida, brother? Broward held it down, but not the rest of these damn hogs. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Florida is difficult. Okay, it's hard to comprehend. It's hard to explain. Florida has always had its own speed, its own fucking version of events, its own way of operating, its own modus operandi. Is getting fucking worse. Okay, it's getting worse and worse in Florida. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. What chance do you think Warnock has in a runoff? I think Warnock has a significantly better chance in the runoff than Herschel Walker, because the more national attention is paid, the more there is national attention paid to the fucking Warnock Walker campaign and runoff, the better Warnock's chances are. Warnock actually dramatically outperformed Stacey Abrams. Anyway, copium seething Shabibo time. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Listen. Ben Shapiro, when I heard him when I saw that tweet, turns out the red wave turned into a red wedding. I was like, God damn, he's pissed. God damn, he can't even say something snarky right now. Like, the snarkiness is now directed at the Republicans. Like, that's crazy, okay? What a wonderful fucking night. What a wonderful night. Let's start off with these gals.
We're the deplorable choir.
These are the ladies that Trump wanted to fuck, by the way, and said we're like super sexy when he was in. She said, we don't care if you're non-binary as long as you're non-binary. You know what I'm saying? Yee, brother. Woo!
We don't need no liberal chump. Yeah, real women. Vote for Trump. Heck yeah.
That's right.
Real women. Vote for Trump. We don't need no liberal chump. Yeah, real women. Vote for Trump.
Okay, to be fair, like, this is literally the Republican version of the fight song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play the fight song in here all the time to make fun of Democrats. Sometimes you got to play this version to make fun of Republicans, especially on times like this, on nights like this, you know, when even if you are like loosely associated with the Democratic Party, or you have people that you know and love that run on the Democratic ticket, let's say, running on the Democratic ticket in a very successful capacity despite their true beliefs, which would be Democratic Socialist. You know, it's good. It feels good. It feels good to like fucking win. It feels good to turn the tide a little bit. I'll admit it. I think there's nothing wrong I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting that. Okay? I feel like a gigantic burden has been lifted from my shoulders. Like, I was very, very worried. I was very worried about, I was very worried about the Oz Fetterman race in Pennsylvania. I like Fetterman a lot. I was worried about the Walker, the Herschel Walker, Raphael Warnock race. I was worried that it might not even go to a runoff and that Walker could have won outright. I mean, I didn't think that would happen, but there was still a worry there. Okay, did you already do the blast off pose? You missed gold. Why did you? Okay, that's a great fucking pose, but I can't put that as my blast off pose. I can't even show that on screen. I would get banned probably.
We don't care if you're Eastwood. Don't care if you're Leo. Just grab a Corona with me, amigas. Why? 'Cause real women vote for Trump.
Anyway, did you see that Democrats' House campaign chair lost? Yeah, fuck them. And it's awesome, to be fair. Like, yeah, that gives me a little bit of joy. I mean, it sucks that it's a seat in the House, but like, Democrats need to fucking figure out some shit, okay? They are insanely annoying. They're relentlessly fucking they're relentlessly agitative in the wrong direction. They constantly cave to right-wing reactionary narratives. They play a significant role in becoming the bottleneck or the first hurdle for like true leftist populist momentum thriving in this fucking country. Okay? And I'm sick and tired of it. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Get fucked. Get fucked, you idiot. Get fucked. Actually, get fucked. And it's not going to change anything, I don't think. Because when you look at last night's performance for the Democratic Party, a big red wave was slated to happen. Everyone was expecting it to happen. And honestly, it didn't happen. So the Democrats can now turn around and be like, hey, remember when we did nothing? Remember when we sat back and said, like, you know, remember when we sat back and allowed Republicans to just fucking eviscerate civil liberties? Well, that seemed to work really well for us. So guess what? We should keep doing that as, you know, we should keep doing that as a campaign promise, which is promising shit and then not really defending anything and just fundraising off of these massive boundary removing, civil liberty taking away Republican actions.